I kind of want to talk about what I've been up to. The answer is not much, but I still want to yap. We got some PowerPoints for you. As you can see, I have a good amount of categories prepared. And keep in mind, I said this in the post, but I am revealing 3 previously very big secrets and 1 pseudo secret. First off, I haven't streamed it the past 20 days. On my birthday, on December 19th, I went out the night before. I was like very tired. Or no, I was going to go out on my birthday. And I don't know, it's my birthday. Like, it sounds fun to stream on your birthday on December 19th because it's like you get a lot of attention. People want to watch your stream. They want to gift subs. There's a lot of fiscal incentive to stream on your birthday. But at the end of the day, you're streaming on your birthday. Like, you kind of want to do nothing. You kind of want to see people. You kind of want to do stuff for your birthday. So I kind of went against what I planned on doing and was like, yeah, I'm just going to do nothing. And that kind of had a snowball effect where I was like, I've never really done nothing. You know, like I've had my vacations. In my Japan video, I was like, oh, I finally did nothing, did a trip. But at the end of the day, I was in a foreign country. It was still vacation. I spent essentially 3 weeks just doing normal person stuff on a winter break. And I haven't really had a winter break before. I did do a little work. I got the 3 million egg lock video out, but I kind of like having the winter break. I think I might just start doing it more often just to keep myself sane, because at the beginning of this year, I was kind of wondering. I was like, how long do I want to do this? There were drafts of me initiating what it would look like to step away from content creation. But after this very formative year, I've kind of come to the conclusion that I like making content and I want to keep doing it. I'm feeling very energized to make more content, which I think is what you guys want to hear. I feel like I kind of got to fall in love with it all over again. So in the past 3 weeks, I have done nothing. First off, I have ruined and fixed the sleeping schedule. Literally on New Year's Eve, I went to bed at 8 p.m. and woke up at 3 and goes, oh, I missed it. It was bad, but being nocturnal was great. So I'm going to be moving this webcam around a lot. Wait, where is it? There we go. I'm going to sit right here. Okay, so I've played a lot of Marvel Rivals. Since the game came out, I have logged 150 hours. Lot of time in that game. I played a ton in the alpha, ton in the beta. I was kind of like, do I want to make Marvel Rivals content? It feels so off what I normally do, but I just want to play it. I'm going to do some Marvel Rival streams if my computer can allow it. Anyways, let me go back a frame. So I spent a lot of time just planning. I had this realization that a lot of my videos were streams turned into videos and not videos recorded on stream. Does that make sense? It's all about priority. I like it when streaming is like a conduit to record a video and not the only means of videos happening. Because I think my biggest fault in this year was I got very into focusing on stream numbers and not what would make a good video, which is funny because I think all those big videos I plan often turn out to be the best streams. This dude can't hit shit. I have an entire list of segregated ideas for different games and different projects of what I want to do this year. So I've already put a lot of planning into content I make. You remember Sonic Frontiers when we modded everything in it way beyond belief? I want to do that again, but I found enough mods in Persona 5. I have a couple other ideas I'll show later on. I don't want to give everything away, actually. No, you'll just have to wait and see. But I have a lot of fun ideas this year. So now let's move on to the actual categories I have. In 2025, a lot of content was made. On YouTube, I uploaded 37 videos. Previously, it was 33 the year before. And so that's an increase. We're going up. 14 were fully edited by me, which I think is a lot. Not to say that my editors aren't doing the work, just I'm proud of how much work I have also contributed to the channel. I think my numbers are wrong. The dates, what are the... 2024, a lot of content was made. In 2023, I uploaded 33 videos, so 37 is good. We gained essentially 250,000 subscribers in 1 year, which for having what I think is a lower number of videos, good, because I think the past few years I haven't been in my stride. I feel like I've had my highs, I've had my lows, and I feel like I'm finally ready to get back on the saddle again. So on Twitch, we had 137 streams. That is 726 hours I've streamed And if you do the math, it's a little under 1 full month of streaming. 1/12 of my year was spent live on Twitch. And then we look at other projects from Wildcard, Alpharad Platinum returning, Live, Replay, and these other projects we're working on. I kind of realized in making this, I'm pretty spread thin. Not in a way where I'm not enjoying it. I love being busy all the time, but my God, take a rest, my guy. I want to sit and talk about individual videos. I'm just going to give like a little synopsis on how good I think every video was. Here we have all of the videos I have uploaded in 2024. I think it was good, but could have been better. And I want to explain that bit by bit. So let me move over here real quick. I'm gonna sit right here. I think these are the 2 worst videos of the year. I don't think these videos are bad. I don't really think I uploaded bad videos. I don't think I would upload content I don't think is bad. But if I want to be like relative to all the content, someone has to be the worst, right? I think in the Fortnite video, I tried very hard to make Fortnite appealing to my audience because I was like, they're not going to watch it. I have to really dramatize it. But I think it made it feel less of an Alpharad video by doing that. And I think the video would have been better if I scripted it like a normal Alpharad video. I don't think the video is bad, but I think it could have been better. And that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. But with the Celeste video, I was kind of back and forth because I was hearing a lot of talk and people saying like, oh, we missed the old Alpharad. We missed the old Alpharad. So I was, I streamed without face cam. I get all the comments on this video that were like, oh, this felt like old Alpharad. And all I did was hide the face cam, and I didn't script it. That's all I did. I felt like I was trying to lean into something my heart wasn't in. And I think that's why it was. Or like me playing Celeste 3D, I think it might have been better fit for just stream or live or Alpharad Platinum with Joe or something like that. Here are a few videos that I think are good, but are little personal flops for me. I know what you might be saying. That video has Jaden in the thumbnail. How is that a flop? I think the reason this Jaden one didn't meet my expectations was there's a little hiccup, right? When Jaden and I first did our Soul Link, we said, okay, Jaden uploads the Johto portion, and then I'm going to make a video out of the Kanto portion. That'd be fun, right? Jaden forgot we made that arrangement, and then on her second channel, she had highlights of the Kanto portion edited and uploaded, and then sent it. And I was like, well, she apologized. It was fine. It was just a little mistake. The reason I don't think this really stuck what my expectations were, because it just felt like I was making an unnecessary video. And then here we have the Peach video. I had huge complications with the audio to the point where I should have just scrapped the video, actually. I think the video could be fun, but it all turned into a very repetitive strategy. And again, I ran into sunken costs. I could have done something better. I could have scrapped it and moved on, but I was like, I recorded it, I want to post it. And that's it. So it's not a bad video. I just think I could have done better, which I think is where a lot of these fall. The Battle Royale Mario thumbnail, this is exclusively like a technical issue I have with the video. Going off of 6 perspectives in a very fast, chaotic game made it so hard for the YouTube viewers to follow it. I think if it only followed my POV, it's easier to follow and it's less sporadic, I guess. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad video. Keep that in mind. I'm not saying I have to be critical. Some videos have to be at the lower end. And right here, the real killer of 2024, a lot of people like these videos. These are what I call filler videos. It's fluff. I think these videos are nice in-betweens of the bigger videos. I don't want to stop doing these, but I'm not going to sit here and say I think this is my best work. I had one controversial video this year. I think Stream Chat loved it, but the YouTube comments hated it. So let's talk about it. The sponsored game show. This bit was funny. I'll die on this hill. I think the Stream Chat liked it because they got to be part of the joke, because obviously Coney knew all the answers and whatnot, and it was clearly sponsored.
I actually did. It's funny. I didn't mean to do this, but I actually have my favorite game shirt on right now. I don't know it's AFK Journey. I've been getting really into it lately. Wow. It's just really. It's actually. It's a complete coincidence.
This game show is brought to you by AFK Journey. Actually.
It is?
Yes, dude.
That's insane.
When you get asked to make a sponsored video, there is a limit, a cap to how entertaining you can make it while still not straying away from what the sponsor wants. And if I can be honest, I think we strayed quite a bit. They wanted me to do just like a 30-minute video of just me playing the game. I saw some comments being like, this doesn't pay for other videos. It's like it's just rich person getting richer. And There's a lot I could say about that. I don't want to say this one for pity, because I definitely am very wealthy, but I don't think I'm as rich as people think I am. I'll say that. And if you ask me the number one reason of why that is, it's because I hire a lot of people and I pay them all very well. I'm not making a huge change in the world, sure, but I really like being able to impact the people who work on the channel. I think people like that one. I think that's fine. Anyways, here's a little passion projects. I view YouTube as like, sometimes it's like a 2 for them, 1 for me, 2 for them, 1 for me. And I think sometimes there's some overlap. But these are 3 videos that I did purely just because I wanted to, not knowing if they would do well or not. Like the Rivals Tournament CPU video, definitely an homage to earlier Alpharad content. And now that I have started this whole arc on like having a beginning, middle, and end in every video, it's not just me playing Rivals or Smash Brothers for like 20 minutes and then, you know, title card exit. It's been pretty hard to like find ways to incorporate Smash Brothers and like Rivals. It was nice to be able to do a Rivals video in like the current era of Alpharad, because that game means so much to me. I also posted a video where I just talked about every main I've had in the game, and that's not a video really about any game in particular. That's a video about me, Jacob, and the people who watched that video were genuinely just curious in what I had to say and my opinions, and I think that is a real testament to the brand and audience we have formed. I think this video doing well, it was shocking to me. I was very prepared for it to flop, but thanks for listening, you know? This is my Japan USJ video. It also felt a little redundant after I made my Japan video. I just had a lot to say about that theme park, and I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad people watched it. I like doing video game stuff, but I read so much manga, and I'm so passionate about anime and stuff like that, where I've kind of wanted to try to find new ways to incorporate that into my content and stuff like that. Here is just fun ideas. I think these videos are good, but I think the idea was more important. I think they did well because the idea is fun. The first one is like the bad Pokemon draft lock race. You know, this was us talking about, oh, people keep calling our choices bad, so let's try to use the bad Pokemon. It was like, how do we evolve the draft locks one step further? And this felt like a good answer. You know, Mario Party, but you win by losing. A classic. It's fun. And that's it. You know, it's fun. And here's the Pixie Soul Link I did. Again, it was just like Pixie, who was new to Soul Links. I think I saw her in the chat, and now she's playing like it. She played through Infinite Fusions. She played through Pokerogue. She's become a real PokeTuber herself now. These are good videos. I'm very proud of these videos. This is a list of videos that turned out way better than I expected. The most surprising video for me, absolutely, is the naming all 1,000 Pokemon video. That was the highest viewed solo stream I had in 2024. And I was surprised when the views also converted to that, because I thought maybe the tension would be gone if you were only watching on video and not the stream. But I was wrong. This video did incredible. The stream did incredible. It was so fun to do. I wish I could do it again, you know? And then we have the Karen lock right here, which Pixie did win. This was fun. I like that we haven't just kept doing draft lock and a draft lock and a draft lock and a draft lock. I like that every time we do it, there's a fun twist. And we have another one coming soon that I'll tell you about later. Here's the Mario Nuzlocke. This was recorded in 2023. It took me a long time. I do have some emotional attachment to this video because I have very vividly remember editing this while on a train in Tokyo. I think going into a Mario game blind with limited lives made everything so much more fun and so much more tense, where I think if I just played it normally, it just would have been an easy Mario game at the end of the day. Here we have the great execution. I think the idea was fun, but I think the video itself turned out even better. The Avatar game, so you don't have to. I love that game. The experience I had playing that game was unrivaled. The Death Note Among Us video, this didn't perform phenomenally, and I have made a weird realization. I think I figured out what performs well and doesn't on my channel, which is a nice nirvana to have reached. This video over the Death Note, I think is like one of my favorites I've done. Obviously, it's high on the list. I think it's the 7th on the list. Then the Pokemon game show. This was, you know, like algorithmically generated to perform well, and it did, and it was fun. The Among Us video, yeah, my god, this could go higher. I think this thumbnail is definitely my favorite of the year. With how much Mungie Monday we do, it was so nice taking the actual best of, because like I got to curate a phenomenal video of, I think, like 8 or 9 awesome games, maybe 10. Oh, and then the last video I uploaded of the year, the 3 million egg lock, the Fire Fang moment. I think that coming around full circle is one of the most gratifying moments I've ever had on YouTube and like script writing. I tried very hard to not lean into like, and it has Wonder Guard, who knows what could happen here. If I had to narrow down like my favorite one moment in a video, it's probably the foreshadowing and delivery of those 2 moments. And now let's hit to the top 5. The best of the best, and I think these are genuine Alpharad all-timers. I think the Shiny Lock, this was a 2-year project, or like a year and a half. It spanned over 3 different continents of footage. This was such a big project, and it came together in such an awesome way. I loved the narrative of it. It's really a video diary, you know what I mean? The Alpharad Gold video was so big. It's the longest script I've ever written to this day. Talking about 365 anything is very hard. The Pokemon Insurgence video, this was also like an incredible video. I think the editor Max really stuck the landing on every single thing I asked him to. Pokemon still reaches out to me, which honestly, that was my biggest fear after putting out this Cult Satanic Ritual video. If I'd still get gigs from the Pokemon company, and I do. So I'm pretty surprised at that. The April Fool's video of this year of can you beat Pokemon Emerald with Mega Rayquaza? I was having like a little bit of a writer's block with scripts for a while, and then this came out. It made me feel like I was good at writing scripts after writing a script so deliberately bad. And everyone was in on it. All the chat was so in on it. It was a fun video because, of course, Mega Rayquaza can beat Pokemon Emerald. Whenever people were just leaning into the bit, it was so fun. And I think whenever I do 2 live commentary videos, like if they're too focused on live commentary, you kind of lose the separation of the video and the stream. So I really liked this one because the bits that we were doing on the stream were entirely different than the video's bits, and I really liked that. My personal favorite video of 2025, I thought it would be the Shiny Lock. I really did. I thought it would be the Alpharad Gold video. Like, there were other videos here that I am surprised weren't my number 1. It is the Pokerogue video. I really love the formula of this. My favorite kind of video I can make is whenever I get to do this hybrid of post commentary and live commentary, because whenever you focus on live commentary, sometimes you kind of are presented with a puzzle with no fitting pieces of like, how do I get from point A to point B when Streamer Man is thanking chat for 10 gifted subs instead of talking about what gets from here to here? That's why I like the hybrid video so much, because the voiceover gets to be the bridge to get from point A to point B sometimes. Yeah, this is my favorite video of 2025. God, I messed it up. Oh my God. Here is the list in completion of what I think my favorite videos were. I would like to assume that that you guys feel maybe similarly. I just want to show you guys this. This is the backlog we have. These are all full projects. Yeah, there's a lot that I still need to do, but it's fine. It's so fine. Let's take a moment to talk about like the real backbone of streaming. The Alpharad Live and the Alpharad Replay channels. Live in Review has gained 100,000 subscribers in the first year of the channel. For the live channel, we posted 105 videos since it changed from Not Alpharad to Live. And that is 47 million views total. And Replay has had fewer subscribers. I mean, if we had 137 streams, I'm going to assume there's at least 137 videos on Replay. Probably more, because some streams are like multiple videos. What I think is so interesting, though, is that Alpharad Replay has gotten less than half, roughly a third of the views of Alpharad Live, yet pulls in 2.5 times the revenue. I mean, obviously, long-form videos do way better on YouTube. There's more ads, more viewer duration. Longer videos be like that, but I think it's still a really interesting stat to tell you guys about. To talk about Live, I am near exclusively hands-off on this channel. I contribute titles and thumbnails, and that's it. It's a team of 2 admin and 4 editors, and it does not really make money at all, but people seem to really enjoy it. However, some find it difficult to tell the difference between this and the main channel, parentheses, stupid people. Yes, I do upload highlights on the main channel that are very cut down, similar to Live, but I think the biggest difference is that Live is more just like 20 minutes of what the fuck ever, and the main channel, if it's like highlight focused, it really only stems from like it still has a goal. I don't think live videos always have a goal. It's just so much more casual. It's kind of for the stream watchers, you know, to watch the highlights of something without seeing it so produced. How it works is the team of 2 admin. You guys know Dylan, DZ, from Friend Without Benefits. He's actually the manager of Alpharad Live. He's kind of like co-manager, I guess. There's two people. Dylan handles all of the production on live. Whenever editors turn in videos, Dylan actually reviews them. So he will review it and then send it off to Charlie, who is the other co-admin. And Charlie handles the titles and the thumbnails and just making sure they get sent, because I used to do it myself and they did not get done. Even though I do some of the ideation for it, having someone else do the work saves so much time. Char is a godsend. So those 2 people mainly handle the brunt of the work, and then the 4 editors do the actual brunt of the work. Does not make profit, but I like doing the channel because I'm really big into giving people opportunities. And I think finding more ways to essentially invent money to give to people I care about is cool and great. So if this channel goes even, that's a win for me. And it's no skin off my back. It's a very hands-off channel, so it's great. This is the best investment of my entire life. It's managed by one person, Char, who I mentioned on live, all solo handles replay. Because all you have to do is title, thumbnail, put the ads on, ship it. That's it. What makes replay such a profitable opportunity is that it makes a fuck ton of money from work I have already done. Because if I upload a video, like a stream, to the replay channel, I've already recorded it. You know, I'm not recording anything exclusively for the VOD channel. Combining this channel's revenue and the Twitch revenue overtakes how much the main channel makes on a month to month. Of course, that doesn't include like sponsors and stuff like that, but yeah, it's there. And what I used to have to do when I wanted to script videos, I have a Google Drive that has over like 20 terabytes in there of various footage. And if I want to script something, I usually had to download the video and then watch the footage and stuff like that. But what makes replay so nice is the footage you're watching is the same footage I would script to. So typically I just watch the replay channel whenever I want to script, and it's so much more convenient for me. Let's talk about Platinum and Wildcard. Platinum, the numbers obviously don't look as impressive, but I am very happy with Platinum. First off, it started off in October. It started in the last 3 months of the year, but I really like what Platinum is and what it stands for, and I like playing games with Joe. Wildcard is great, but I think like my real heart's in Platinum, even though Wildcard is infinitely more successful. Yeah, I think it's a passion project with my best friend. We launched a very successful Patreon, and you know how I talked earlier about how I like finding opportunity to employ people and stuff. Like, this gives a very cozy job to multiple friends that I care deeply about. Here we have Wildcard. This is a very fun group channel in a world of 0 group channels really starting up in current year. The channel in a vacuum is a huge success. We want to give more exposure to our fringe channels. What goes under the hood that a lot of people don't see is that Wildcard is actually like a post-production management company. We don't just make the group videos. This company takes the money from the channel, from the sponsors, and pays for the production of everyone on Wildcard to maintain the channel, from Captain Kid to Volpixie to Void to everyone else on the channel besides me and Jaden, obviously. Yeah, people say I found Smith because of Wildcard. That's the point. Like, that is the point. So Wildcard, you know, I got to put this up there. It is a huge financial and mental burden. We did not make money on the channel for most of the year. It's starting to go even. We're starting to make money because of the sponsors and stuff like that. But we just wanted to go even. If it goes even, perfect. That's the goal. So in conclusion, live, fun channel, doesn't profit. Replay, easy channel, heavily profits. Ain't that how it works? Why did I start streaming? To hold myself accountable with recording. One time I was talking to Small Ant. This was probably back in like 2021, 2022. And I asked him, I was like, dude, how do you post a schedule every week? I could never do that. And he told me, he was like, oh, I just do it to force myself to do it. And I go, oh, fuck, that makes sense. And another reason is streaming always looked fun. People who stream just do such big things, and it seems so easy. This is a little vain, but I felt like other people did streaming wrong. I always saw people do it differently than how I would have. So I kind of wanted to do it and just take a whirl at it. My biggest thing was I felt like people didn't have goals when they were streaming. Everyone I watched would be like, hey, I'm playing Elite Smash, and that's it. And I was like, that's so boring. Not everyone is trying to become big content creator. Like, there's nothing wrong with just booting up stream and be like, I'm going to play through a video game. That's kind of what the whole platform's made for. I like streaming with a purpose. I think that's what made the Shiny Lock so nice, was I got to stream without purpose on like a day-to-day basis, knowing it's still pushed towards a greater purpose, if that makes sense. And then why did I pivot to streaming all footage? I thought it would give me more incentive to record these bigger videos, like the Shiny Lock or Pokemon Insurgent or even 1,000 Year Door. I thought having this would be easier to hand off to editors, just because it's like, it's more casual. It's gonna probably be scripted. Now you just have B-roll that you have to go over. Contrary to what I thought, it made recording harder. Yes, but it made it slower for the editors, and yes, but I lost all my free time. Let me explain. Recording became harder because it felt less flexible. I developed this mindset that I can't record unless I'm streaming. And sometimes back in the day, it's like, oh, I can't sleep and it's midnight, I'm gonna record a video. But now it's like, oh, well, I can't boot up stream at midnight. As nice as it is to be able to stream to an audience, it is nice to also record it. It's like the grass is greener on the other side, because now I've flipped back and forth. So I want to do both. Okay, I want to do both. How did it make it slower for the editors? Well, back when I was just recording videos solely for the sake of YouTube, it was very easy to edit and condense, because as an editor, you would look for the waveforms of when I talk, and then you just skip all the dead space and you go there. However, I be yapping on stream. It makes it much harder for the editors because they actually have to sift through all my yapping to find the valuable parts of stream. Let's talk about the last part. I lost all my free time. 1 whole month got dedicated to streaming, and that's not even on top of like the Alpharad responsibilities I had, or the prep work I did for streams, or the wild card, or the platinum, or the, miscellaneous things here and there. That's a lot of time. Let me give a brief reflection on the past couple years. 2023, I would call it turbulent. For lack of better words, we can say there's just a lot of personal issues that I went through. And I did make a lot of cool things in this year. Felt very confident in this catalog of content. That was the first egg lock. I think that video made me really confident in what I was doing, because it felt like a big project that stuck its landing perfectly. However, I did develop severe anxiety in this year, and I think this affected a lot of decisions I made from this moment forward. It was weird. I've been making content at this point for 8-9 years, and I developed this very sharp fear of being perceived, which is very difficult to deal with as a creator in the public eye. So I went into 2024 very isolated. I think I had my walls up personally from a lot of people at this point. And I think if you looked at my content from 2021, 2022, and some of 2023, you'd kind of probably watch that and be like, oh, I didn't know Alpharad knew this person. Oh, this person in that video? I didn't know they knew them. What happened was I'm only using the same few people in every video. Just doing stuff with the people I care about versus the people who get big numbers. I know people would point at Jaden, but you have to realize that that is my roommate and my closest friend that I've ever had. Like, there is a reason. It's more so that it's just nice that I can make so much content with Jaden and have it do well constantly. So now let's talk about the topic of this, plans for this year. I want to be a YouTuber first and streamer second. I think what I have really decided is that in 2025, this current year, for the first time I'm correct on this PowerPoint, I want to do more videos. I feel like that's a simple resolution here. And I want to focus on that hybrid style of content creation that I love so much, blending the live commentary with the post commentary. I want to dedicate every day to being either a stream day or a video day. A lot of what my days look like is wake up, do admin work, stream for like 6 to 8, 4, 5, 6, 8 hours, and then do like 4 hours of video work after that. Sometimes more, sometimes I stay up all night. Like, it's just, I'm doing 2 full-time jobs and then a few part-time jobs for fun. My brain is mentally shut off after stream ends. And I think if I could just be like, all right, I'm done with work for the day, that would be great. And if I stream 2 to 3 days and I work, 3 to 4 days on videos, I'm just productive more. And I think my brain can compartmentalize all of that easier. 2023, 2024, I traveled a ton. And I think that is what started making me feel burnt out more than anything. Because I was creating the cycle when I had to get a lot of work done to go out of town. And I think traveling less is going to be really, really good for me. One more thing, and I'm sure this is why most of you guys are here, I am going to release 3 big projects this year. Something that we've been working on for a very long time, since November of 2021, is called MarioMon. We've been working on our own ROM hack. It pretty much just takes the world of Mario and makes it into Pokemon. And when I first started telling people about that, they were like, oh, it's like that one Sonic ROM hack where just it's Kanto, but the sprites are reskinned. And it's like, no. This is a full game. We developed a full video game in the Emerald engine. We have the final round of playtesters going, and it's like a 10 to 15 hour experience. And this comes out in spring of 2025. In just a few months, this ROM hack will be delivered to the public, and I think it looks incredible. You guys will get to play MarioMon, but if you want to unlock the download for it, you all have to beat it through Twitch Plays Pokemon. You'll have the VODs and the YouTube video to watch to figure out where to go, but this does not get released to the public until you guys beat it through Twitch Plays Pokemon. Good luck. What do we do after this? Keep in mind, we have been working on this since November of 2021. After we finish MarioMon, our team is going to be moving on to Too Many Types 2. Everybody flocked to Too Many Types. So many creators have played this and nuzlocked it and everything. And I think that's so cool. And we want to do a more fresh take on like Emerald. We don't want it to just be like, oh, it's Hoenn, but there's too many types. To not give too much away, you start in Lily Cove, and then you go counterclockwise. The first gym's Flanner or Winona, and we have a whole idea on how we want to do it. We just want it to be different than just like another Hoenn experience. Later this year, we are going to release, and I mean it this time, the second Ace of Hearts album. I've said that I want to do it, and the work has been started, and it is finally going to be released. Going back to what I said earlier, I'm putting this in here to hold myself accountable. I have to release it this year. It is officially out of my hands. I've said I'm going to do it, and now I have to do it. I've entertained this idea for a while. It's finally going to happen. In 2025, I will do the subathon. I've been coy about it. I've been on the fence about doing it. It is finally going to happen. Every person I talk to says, do it in September for all the bonuses and subs and stuff like that. But I feel like everyone does it. I'd rather just pick like an unpopulated month and just go crazy. We have made an entirely customized version of like Black White Twitch Plays Pokemon to continue the story of Ick, the Pokemon from Crystal, and Gamertag Nevada from Emerald. We've made a customized version of Black White for you to play through when I'm sleeping at night. I'm going to be streaming fewer days per week, but streaming longer. This is more about the mental that I'm focusing on here. I'm trying to not stream less, but stream less frequently, if that makes sense. But I don't think this would upset the balance of the live and replay channels at all, because instead of just doing like one long stream, I'd probably do like, 4 hours of this, 5 hours of this, that's it. So it still upload the same output of it. On the Alpharad channel, on the main channel, I would like to upload over 50 videos this year, setting a simple goal. What I want to start doing with my schedules is I want to split them up like this, because I want to start doing, again, longer streams, but with fewer days. So I think a lot of my schedules are going to start looking like this going forward, when I have multiple things going on in the same day, and I'm probably going to bracket them off through time. In conclusion, uploading more, streaming less. I want to release more projects. I mean, just like the Legendary Race, or like Mario Mon, or like Too Many Types 2, or maybe we just drop the Persona save that we do with all those mods. Who knows? Also, just want to ultimately shift focus on ideas rather than stream numbers, because I think that is the trap I've fallen into, where I've tried very hard to keep stream numbers up and engagement up, but I also forgot why I started streaming in the first place, to record the videos I want to make and use this as a means to record rather than the definitive way to make videos. I'm excited. I really liked kind of doing this end of the year recap, talking about the past videos. I'm probably going to do this every year going forward. I'm just kind of like a, hey, what to expect? Because I really didn't give away any of my ideas outside of like the big projects we're working on. A lot of the little fun ones should be equally as enjoyable.